Assalamualaikum and a very warm greeting to Sir Azhan and to all my dear friends. Today, me and my groupmates are going to present on the topic of gender equality as a pressing and pending issue for both women and men in the workplace environment as our research topic for the course GEB2072 Malaysian Economy. Our group consists of four members: Iza Arisa, Kumaira Medaiha, Siti Shahira Hazika, and me, Mirsha Mimi. Next. Firstly, the Sustainable Development Goal or SDG that our group has chosen is gender equality. Gender equality, or also known as sexual equality, is the state of equal rights of access to opportunities and resources regardless of an individual's gender. The research method used is a meta-analysis method, as our various resources such as journals and articles were reviewed and used as our base. By researching using secondary data as our primary source, we have successfully acquired 36 articles to help with our research. Not to forget, our main aim for this research is to explore the common aspects of gender equality discussed by literature studies in the workplace. Next. Moving on to introduction. For this project, we have specifically chosen the title Gender Equality as a pressing and pending issue for both women and men in the workplace to highlight the importance of gender inequality in a workplace environment. When talking about gender inequality in the working environment, it implies both ensuring ladies have similar freedoms and are paid equivalent to men for equivalent work. Moreover, the importance of gender equality is sexual equality has been decisively appeared to stimulate economic growth, which is significant, particularly in nations with higher unemployment rates and less economic opportunity. Lastly, it is important to note that sustainable advancement depends on ending towards discrimination towards women and giving equivalent access for employment. Next, I'll pass to Hazika.
Hello, I'm Hazika and I'm gonna be talking about the problem statement. So it is still to believe that this matter has not been solved, as unequal treatment such as unequal pay, biasness, and discrimination towards one gender still exists. Due to normalization of such matter, these issues are often overlooked and considered as insignificant. Next. In response to this concern, using secondary research, we have proposed three research questions to sort out how does this issue can be fixed. For an example, should there be an adjustment to the policies, and should be there a difference in payment and when hiring an employee when it comes to gender. Next, I will pass it to Isa.
Hi, my name is Iza Arisa, and I will be the one presenting the significance of study. This study has highlighted that the understanding why women and men should be treated differently must be removed, as this will help to lessen the problems they might face in their workplace. Furthermore, we hope by the help of this study, we will be able to create more awareness as to how this issue is still a growing and pending issue in the society, even in this era. Besides that, by the help of this study, we aim to reduce the unequal treatments received from gender inequality, such as certain jobs can only be done by males or females. Last but not least, we hope this study will also help to lead to a healthy work environment where no problems from gender inequality will rise anymore. Next, I'll pass the floor to Myra.
Okay, thank you, Iza. My name is Kumaira, and I'll be discussing the results we obtained from previous articles and research related to our topic. From the 20 articles that we have reviewed and analyzed, we first wanted to discover whether there were any policies regarding gender inequality in the workplace. What we have come to find was that one of the measures taken to reduce the problem was implementation of conventional anti-discrimination policy measures. which covers not only gender, but other aspects such as religion and race. As you can see in this graph here, Malaysia was able to not only successfully integrate this policy into their companies, but also be on par with first world countries like Singapore and Australia. The study also pointed out the importance of ensuring that the policy requires to be supervised across the whole organization. It is to ensure that the policy is utilized well. Overall, it is the organization's responsibility to guarantee the policies are not only promote gender equality, but also work efficiency in the company. Moving on to our second finding, which was hiring based on gender. Many human sociology and psychological studies touch on this type of gender bias, companies having an either conscious or unconscious preference for male over female when hiring potential candidates for their organization. This preference or bias has to do with the common gender stereotyping and patriarchal mindset, which is believing that guys are supposed to be the ones that represent leadership and authority, and girls are representing home and comfort. In other words, companies mistakenly believe that women might not be able to take on the work because they think she might not have what it takes. Statistically, however, it is proven that more women than men are now studying and applying into careers that are considered as men-dominated careers such as engineering, medicine, law, and so on. This clearly should not be the case, which is proven in the US, in which favoring an unqualified male over a qualified female is considered illegal, and the company can receive a lawsuit as a result. Fortunately, many companies nowadays are looking into benefits of having a diverse in gender, which will prove to improve not only the image of the company, but also the work ethic and efficiency. I believe the most common aspect when discussing gender inequality in the workplace is the wage gap between genders, which brings to our last finding. It comes to no surprise that women are the victims of the unfair wage gap, always receiving a percentage of the men's wages for doing the exact same job. It is clear as day, and it is still a problem worldwide in our society. A researcher with the name of Davis pointed out that the reason for this clear discrimination in salary among women and men was that women does not require as much as men. This flawed statement comes from the fact that commonly women who are working also have husbands who are working as well, and therefore shouldn't require a lot of money since she can just get her husband's earnings instead. This sort of statement excludes many types of groups such as single mothers, single women, or even wives with house husbands, which in reality, these types of people are more common in many countries. Thankfully, many countries are beginning to realize this flaw and are attempting to reduce the wage gap. While it is a slow but sure process in which many speculate the gender wage gap will not be closed completely anytime soon, the progress made is still worthy to be acknowledged. From the graph, it shows the major improvement going from 62.4% in 1979 to 82.7% in 2000. Is there still a gap? Yes. But is it as big as it was compared to before? No. The world will get there eventually to a time where the wage gender gap does not exist. But in the meantime, it is important to constantly try to decrease the gap as much as possible. That is all for my presentation. Now my friend Iza will wrap up our presentation.
In conclusion, gender inequality in the workplace is still an ongoing and pressing issue in the society. To add on, legislative attempts have also been made in order to prevent inequality behaviors, such as redundancies and biases towards another gender. All of our research questions that has been mentioned before has all been answered, and this research can be done once again with proper time so the results can be more accurate. So that is all for our presentation today. Thank you.